Okay. So, so hey guys. I'm Deja. This is my welcome to my YouTube channel, first of all. Um so initially I was going to start with a tag, the Get Your Freak On tag, but yesterday something weird happened to me and I was just like, okay. I was at my grandmother's house yesterday to get some food cuz she cooked. So, after I left because she fell asleep on me cuz she's old. So, she fell asleep on me and I was just like I was like going home because it was really nice out yesterday. So I called my friend and I wanted to get frozen yogurt with her. But she couldn't go because she was at church. So I was like, okay, so I'll just get a caramel frap because that's what I like to get when I can't have, when I just want something cold and, good. So I was like, okay, I'll just go to the grocery store real quick and get a caramel frap and, just go home, call it a day, probably clean or something, whatever. So I was like, yeah, gonna be boring, whatever. So I went to the grocery store, and while I was walking towards the grocery store from the parking lot, I saw this lady coming out, and she was talking to one of the employees, the basket people. So she was talking to one of them, and then I was like, oh, whatever. I didn't really think anything much of it, right? So he was like, before they went their separate ways, the guy that she was talking to, he was like, okay, nice meeting you. And I was like, that's weird. Like, you don't just really meet a random person in the grocery store. I was like, whatever. I really didn't think much of it. So whatever, I keep walking, and then here she comes. She coming up to me, and she's like, she talks to me like she just knows me, like I'm her best friend or something. So I'm like, me, and she goes, okay, let me just run this by you real quick. So when she said that, either I thought she was one of those, people that come up and talk to you about God and, how you can be saved or something like that, because that happened to me a lot of times before at that grocery store. Or I thought she was going to be like, oh, it smells bad in the grocery store, or like they're just selling something, like, because that's happened to me too. I don't know. I have a lot of weird people just come up to me and tell me random things. So I was like, okay, she's probably going to, try to just say something really quick about what's going on in the grocery store or whatever, and then keep it moving. But she's like, okay, let me run this by you real quick. And I was like, okay. Like, I was ready for Ashton Kutcher to come out running from the corner saying I got punked. It was a joke. I thought it was such a joke. So she goes on and on telling me about how this guy was married and then, like, they were dating before and then they broke up and then he got engaged. And then, so he broke up with his fiance and then he was calling her back saying, oh, I'm still interested in you, and just a whole bunch of crap. And she was telling me, and she was like, oh, he's told me that he's gonna hurt me, and that, like, just crazy stuff that you just don't go up to a stranger and start telling them she told me her whole life story about her life, and then how she has trust issues with relationships and her dad and stuff like that. I'm just like, where's Ashton right now? I need him to come out yelling that I got punked, because this is just, I was just so confused because she didn't look like she was crazy. So I was like, she's probably not going to say anything crazy, because usually I could tell if somebody's, crazy because, they look crazy. She didn't look crazy. She looked normal. She looked like she was just running to the grocery store real quick to get some stuff, go home and cook. Oh, speaking of cooking, so she told me that he wanted to come in her house and cook for her after she got back from Canada, and how he wanted to sleep over because he didn't have a car. She was like her mid-30s, maybe younger, maybe a little younger, 30 to 35. So he doesn't have a car, so he was gonna take the bus here, and she was really considering it because, sorry, someone just texted me. So she was really considering it because she's still in love with him, even though he cheated on her 5 times when they were dating, and then he left her for his fiance that he never married, and then he had a kid with this lady. I'm like, lady, all I want to do is go get a frappuccino and go home and clean my room. What? Why me? Like, I gave her honest advice. I was just like, I wouldn't let that fly, because obviously he said he's going to hurt you and blah, blah, blah. Like, I was giving her advice as if she was my friend, but at the same time, like, while I'm talking to her, I'm just trying to keep from, like, looking at her like, are you kidding me? Like, I was trying not to look at her like I wanted to look at her. I just wanted to look at her like I was saying, okay, blah, blah. But in my mind, I was looking at her like, what? Why? Why? So I'm assuming that she was just going up to everybody in the grocery store, telling them her whole life story about how some guy wants to... I'm just like, lady, no. Maybe it's I just look like a person that, you can come and talk to and ask for... Sorry, just drink some soda. Talk to and ask for some advice or whatever. I don't know. But stuff like this happens to me a lot. But this is the first time that somebody really got into, like, detail about what was going on. And she gave me a whole backstory. She gave me all the details about their sexual experiences. And I'm just like, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It was just weird. Like, it was really, really weird. So, just welcome to my channel. And, I wanted to do, I don't know what kind of channel it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be like a specific kind of channel. You know how people have like hair tutorials and like hair growth and blah, blah, blah. I think I'm just going to do whatever I feel like it because, I don't know, that's what I feel. But I do intend on doing some, hair care videos for African American hair because I've been on a healthy hair journey for 7 or 8 years. I've been, concentrating on getting my hair healthy. But yeah. Maybe I'll do some, I don't know what kind of videos I'll do. Maybe I'll do some tags for sure. Maybe I'll do the tag video that I intended to do after I finish recording this video. Yeah, so welcome to my channel. Hope you subscribe. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.